I was looking in the mirror. Its reflection covers the whole room. But I cannot see you.
Dracula? Well, what's he done to you? Tell me, dear, what's he done to you?
He came to me. He opened a vein in his wrist and he made me drink. I can't die with all that blood on my conscience.
He's come back.
Sander, look at me. What do you see in my eyes?
Death.
Do you like jewels, Lily? This is very old and very beautiful. Please don't come any closer. Pulse is weak, Dr. Goss. Growing weaker. All your skill can't help her now. She's under a spell that can be broken only by me. Or death. I am Dracula's daughter.
I see you marrying a corpse, living in a grave.
The vampire can assume very many different forms at will. Sometimes it appears as a bat, and sometimes as a small cloud of swirling vapor. In this way, it can move unseen among its enemies.
Son of Dracula, searing the screen with new terror in this weird tale of the living dead who rise from the grave at night to prey on unsuspecting victims. With Louise Albritton, Robert Page, Evelyn Ankers, Frank Craven, J. Edward Bromberg, and Lon Chaney as the new Count Dracula, you'll shudder at the screen's most fascinating woman vampire, luring men with cold beauty and the promise of immortality.
Count Alucard is immortal. Through him, I attained immortality. Through me, you will do the same.
I'm going to repay you for betraying me.
I'm going to give that brain of yours a new home in the skull of the Frankenstein monster.
The jugular vein is severed. Not cut, but torn apart as though by powerful teeth.
A werewolf. Last night I killed a man.
You didn't know what you were doing.
But I did. I wanted to kill.
I think they're after Dracula.
See before you a man who has lived for centuries, kept alive by the blood of innocent people.
When the full moon rises, I turn into a werewolf with only one desire, to kill.
I tried to perform the miracle of science and failed. My blood is contaminated with the blood of Dracula. Count Dracula sleeps in this coffin, but rises every night at sunset. Chick is right. This is awful silly stuff.
Come on, take it all out.
Now! Look out, Chick! Come here! What's the matter? Come here! Wait a minute.
The nation's top comics, Abbott and Costello. Petrified, but hilariously. Plus the dangerous and terrifying Wolfman, played by Lon Chaney. Plus that fiend out of a nightmare, the vampire Batman, Count Dracula, played by Bela Lugosi. Plus the most dreaded creature of them all, the Frankenstein monster, played by Glenn Strange. Plus a couple of luscious but designing females in the spookiest laugh fest on record.
I am the vampire. All living things are my prey. The undead are my allies. The night is my domain, and the dark, dank tomb my dwelling place. I feast on human blood. May be yours, so beware. Beware.
Brand new, all new, the return of Dracula. From beyond the grave comes the dreaded Dracula,
spreading corruption and horror wherever his cursed shadow falls. Innocent beauty becomes the vampire's prey, as paralyzing fear turns to hypnotic fascination.
You will do as I say.
Yes.
I bring you death, a living death. One drop of your blood and you're bound to me.
Jenny Blake's soul must be freed, Doctor. And all of the souls of her victims, if any.
But how?
With a pointed stake right through the heart. He's gone.
This is the story of Dracula, a creature who destroys all whom he touches. Dracula the terrifying, the feared, who sleeps in the tombs of the dead by day and arises at night to inflict his terror upon the innocent and the unsuspecting.
You must help me. You must. You're my only hope. You must.
I'll help you. I promise.
Please try and understand. This is not Lucy, the sister you loved. It's only a shell, possessed and corrupted by the evil of Dracula.
How do you destroy a fiend who has so far proven himself indestructible? Those who come to end his reign of terror stay to become his victims.
Castle Dracula is somewhere here in Klausenberg. Will you tell me how I get there?
You ordered a meal, sir. As an innkeeper, it's my duty to serve you. When you've eaten, I ask you to go and leave us in peace.
This is the doctor who dares to challenge the vampire Dracula. This is the anguished man who fears for the lives of his beloved, the girl who is his sister, and the one that is his wife. Dracula, the bedeviled master of all that is evil.
Listen to the beat of your heart, Marianne. You hear the beat of fear within you? Fear that will rise to a shattering crescendo of terror. You have strayed into a world of evil, where frightened people are held in the grip of unearthly horror. Beware of pity for the handsome prisoner in the Castle Meister. Beware of love, for in your heart is only the pulsating throb of terror.
Starring Peter Cushing as the Doctor locked in mortal combat with overwhelming evil. Also starring Frida Jackson as Greta, who served the vampires with insane loyalty.
You needn't be afraid, she's dead.
Martita Hunt, the Baroness, victim of her own son. Beautiful Yvonne Monlore, France's latest sex kitten, as Marianne, whose beauty was her passport to the twilight world of the undead. David Peel as the Baron, blindingly handsome. Yet his kiss transformed the most beautiful girls into monsters.
This lonely crossroad in the Carpathian Mountains, 4 travelers find themselves abandoned at nightfall by a local coach driver who was afraid to go any further.
There's no driver.
A coach with horses that knew the way, a table laid for 4. Was this kindly hospitality?
Isn't your master joining us for dinner?
No, sir. I'm afraid not.
Is he indisposed?
He's dead.
Why should a dead man be interested in entertaining guests? Dracula, Prince of Darkness, King of the Vampires. For 10 years, his mortal remains were cherished by his faithful servant, awaiting the opportunity and a victim to provide the life force for the reincarnation of Dracula. A strange premonition warns the guests at Castle Dracula that their host is ready to receive them.
I must kill him. He is already dead.
He is undead, Mr. Kent. He can be destroyed, but not killed.
You don't need Charles.
Travel by stage was dangerous because of vengeful renegade Indians. A massive, mysterious bat terrorized the pioneers of the West.
When the vampire takes a mate, he turns the one he chooses into one of the living dead like himself.
There's something spooky about all this. Something I don't understand, but I'm gonna find out.
Don't be afraid, my child. I chose you for my mate.
No coffin could ever hold him. No door could ever bar his way. He is back from the dead.
Count Dracula is alive.
Dracula has risen from the grave. Dracula, the most fearsome name in any language. The most feared being ever to haunt the living. There is a girl.
Maria?
Bring her to me.
During the hours of darkness, she must never be left alone.
Bring her to me! Christopher Lee, Rupert Davis, Veronica Carlson, Hammer's new star discovery, Dracula's most beautiful victim. Dracula has risen from the grave. To resist him is useless. To rise against him is futile. To know him is eternal damnation. Dracula has risen from the grave.
Listen to them. The children of the night. What music they make.
Lucy!
Yet behind the legend, behind the fantasy, there are certain facts.
Feel the cold grip of his presence. Sense the clammy excitement of his evil. Taste the sharp fear that he alone can bring.
Dracula's blood.
This way, gentlemen.
We know the way.
These men thought they had tasted all that life had to offer.
Ready when you are, gentlemen.
Would you be willing to sell your souls to the devil?
If one thought that one's experience might be extended.
It would be extended to infinity.
There's someone there.
Dracula is back to choose his human victims.
Alice.
Who are you? How do you know my name?
Dracula is back to select his companions in darkness, who must die that he may live. If you shock easily, stay away.
She's neither dead nor alive.
Lucy! Lucy! Lucy!
Braxton! Braxton, listen to me! The marks on her neck! She's a vampire!
Prepare yourself. Every nerve, every muscle.
No.
Prepare yourself for the greatest shock of all.
Hunt him. Attack him.
This evil must be destroyed.
Burn down his citadel of evil.
You fools! You think you can destroy my master? The flames will never reach him!
He is evil. He is the embodiment of all that is evil. He is the very devil himself.
Dracula's reign of horror reaches out even further. A winged creature of terror becomes Dracula's most fearsome new ally. Enter Dracula's stronghold at your peril. There is one way into his innermost sanctum.
Hey! Help me! Help me!
You will tell me everything. Tell me!
He was here. It's true, he was here. Got away.
You must get away too. Now.
One way in and no way out. There is no escape from the all-embracing evil of the humans who do his bidding. From the creature that extends his power, there is no escape, not even for the protected, from the scars of Dracula.
Take her with you. You'll do terrible things to her if you don't. Terrible things.
They live by night. They hide in the dark and rise from the shadows. They can never feel the warmth of living human blood in their veins. Their bodies are cold and dead. Dracula versus Frankenstein. Who serves the dead. A dead man who controls the doctor and the living creature horribly created from the mangled corpses of their victims. Dracula versus Frankenstein. His blood is cold, but his mind is keen. He cannot die, for he is already dead. His name is Dracula. Another lives, but his body belongs to the dead. The two will join forces, but only one will survive. Dracula versus Frankenstein. Oakmoor Cemetery is a cold, lifeless place to visit at night. Unless you're already dead, and your name is Dracula. Together, in one film, they meet in a fight of fright. The kings of horror battle to the death. Dracula versus Frankenstein.
Yesterday, Dracula was the most fearsome being the screen has ever seen.
Today, tonight, you could be Dracula's next victim.
Something new, yet as old as time.
Come on, Johnny.
A date with the devil.
Are you ready? He's ready. He's waiting to freak you out. Right out of this world.
Died September the 18th, 1872. 100 years ago to the day.
You who witness it must swear before the name of the devil to keep it secret.
Who knows about vampires, for God's sake? My grandfather died fighting a vampire. The most terrible, the most dangerous vampire of all time.
The year is 1972. A leap year in horror. A vintage year for vampires.
Count Dracula!
The time for the masters of horror to meet again in the 20th century.
Come to me, Count Dracula!
There's too many dreams I got buried up inside, and there's too little time for desire.
The nightmare's over.
I have returned to destroy you.
You shall pay, Black Prince. I curse you with my name. You shall be Blackula.
Blackula. The Black Avenger. Rising from his tomb to fill the night with horror. Blackula, Dracula's soul brother. Deadlier even than he.
You know, he is a strange dude.
You're the nut that ran in front of my cab. You're the only imbecile on this street. Boy.
Blackula.
Look at man, you find, she's got to be around here somewhere. Now listen, you take your hands off of me. I don't know you.
He thirsts for your blood. He hungers for your soul. Warm young bodies will feed his hunger. Hot, fresh blood will quench his awful thirst.
Make it a Bloody Mary. Are you, into the occult?
No!
How about the, heavy stuff?
What do you think of vampires?
Vampires? I think they're possibly the most fascinating of all.
More horrifying than Dracula. The Black Avenger. Blackula. From American International Pictures.
Leave my daughter alone. Leave her alone, do you hear? An incredible story. He's a beastly sadist, a devil that follows man wherever he goes.
The vampire's only a legend of this place.
A legend that's converted into chilling realism. It's not important that Dracula's carnal body is destroyed. Wherever blood flows, Dracula is ever present to punish horror with horror.
Oh, my heavens, he's hurt! We weren't able to destroy Dracula in Burgo Pass, and his terrible power. I'm scared, Marlene. Will you be quiet? He'll hear you.
You once belonged to Dracula, and now you've returned to his side for the ceremony, which signifies the rebirth of his origin. A love story of good and evil, of life and death. Behind each kiss hides a horror of terrifying realism, 1,000 times worse than death itself. No living woman is capable of resisting the diabolical influence of Dracula. Those women that have known his terrible embrace are forced to share his destiny. Count Dracula's Great Love, with Paul Naschy, Rosanna Yanni, Adi Politov, Mirta Miller, Vic Winner, and the special appearance of Ingrid Garbo. A satanical ritual that marks the rebirth of Dracula. The Prince of Evil will not acquire his full power until a virgin falls in love with the vampire. The most terrifying love story from beyond the tomb, in which terror is combined with romance, violence and tenderness, love and blood. Constant action that suspends you with fright. Something that will make you feel the pleasure of fear. You won't be able to breathe after a terrifying scene because the next is more horrifying than the one before.
It's happening right now in London. New York could be next, or Paris, or Rome, or Tokyo. It's happening right now to this girl. Perhaps it's your turn next.
We are not dealing with ordinary criminals. The real force is more sinister, more obscene than any monstrosity you can think of. Lord of corruption, master of the undead, Count Dracula.
Nothing is too vile. Nothing is too dreadful. You need to know the terror, the horror.
Is that what you want, Count Dracula? A last blaze of utter horror and violence? Ghastly annihilation of an entire planet? Is this your own death wish?
I call upon you to witness my supreme triumph.
Count Dracula! Dracula! Dracula!
Revenge has spread over centuries and has just begun!
Frankenstein comes...
May I introduce Count Dracula?
Andy Warhol's Dracula.
Let me out tonight. No, not tonight. But I don't have the food I eat. They only have chicken, vegetables I've never seen before. I'm sure they have no virgin meat. It must be tonight. The girls are beautiful. They look so pure. But how can we get at them?
You have no attraction!
How old are you? Little girl? You don't know what boys do with little girls?
No.
Your sister never told you?
You would be too embarrassed.
You are a virgin?
Yes.
You're telling me the truth?
Yes.
I believe you.
What are those marks? The kiss of Count Dracula.
Dracula, 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 Dracula.
My body can't take this treatment anymore.
After Andy Warhol's Frankenstein, here is Andy Warhol's Dracula.
Of all the horror stories ever told, one towers above them all. The original masterpiece of the macabre. The undeniable terror of Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Who are you? What do you want?
An evil that spreads its shadow of darkness across Europe to Victorian England. A terrifying love story that reaches back into the dead past. A nightmare that stalks through the centuries to embrace the living.
Can't you at least tell me something?
If the cause of your fiancé's affliction is what I think it is, then beside it the most venomous serpent in the world would seem a plaything for children.
No. You're dead.
Now I'm yours forever.
Many motion pictures claim to be horrific. Now comes one which reaches a new height in unabated terror. The Bram Stoker masterpiece, Dracula.
Strikes midnight, all the evil things in the world will have full sway. Yes, Virginia, there really was a Dracula. In Search of Dracula, the startling bestseller the nation couldn't put down, becomes the motion picture you'll never get out of your mind. Yes, there really is a Transylvania.
Yes, his evil presence is still seen in the Carpathian Mountains. Search for the most incredible of incredible adventures. Search for the most amazing of amazing stories. Did he really drink the blood of his victims? Are all the legends really true? Yes, the villages still tremble when the church bells toll on St. George's Day. Search, and every step will lead you to a man who was born 5 centuries ago. His name is Dracula. Yes, Virginia, there really was a Dracula. In Search of Dracula.
Roll the thunder. Let's hear the wolves. Turn on the bats. Drac is back. 'Cause all the foxy ladies taste better at night. It's snack time in the blood bank, it is. And the drinks are on the house.
A little more blood, sir? Hey, we must have drunk 3 village girls already.
David Niven is Dracula with flair and savoir-faire.
Thank you, Count.
Teresa Graves, TV's Christy Love, is Vampira, his #1 admirer.
Jive turkey.
Jive turkey? They are magnificent. Did you ever see prettier veins?
Yes, indeed, sir. And on page 53, there's an outstanding jugular.
Oh, goody.
It'll be over in a moment. Neat, sir.
Thank you, Travis. You know, that look of horror when they realize it's really me. So exciting.
We got trouble. Right here in River City.
Get up.
Party pooper.
Back in Transylvania, they found a drink that's new. If someone wants to drink your health, they drink it out of you. They don't have the movies or corny stuff like that. When you wanna have a ball, you change into a bat.
Hey, big stuff, give me some more.
If you loved young Frankenstein, you'll adore old Dracula.
Bye.
There is a creature of the night whose very name strikes terror in the hearts of man. He fears only mirrors, the scent of garlic, and the sight of a crucifix. He feeds upon human blood. Only sunlight or a stake driven through his heart can destroy him or those whose blood he drinks. His name is Dracula.
I love you, and I can give you eternal life.
I knew it, an insurance salesman. I've already got Prudential.
I love the nightlife. I've got to boogie on the disco ride. Yeah.
Oh my, are you biting me?
Oh.
It was wild.
How many times did he bite you?
Oh, bad. Just once. I told you it was our first date.
I won't let him get her.
I love the nightlife.
Well, Count, what do you say to that?
I would say leave Cindy alone and find yourself a nice Jewish girl, Doctor.
That's the other one, isn't it?
Dracula in New York. His style is irresistible. His curiosity is irrepressible. And when he takes a bite out of the Big Apple, his appetite is insatiable.
If you're hungry, master, we could ring for the night maid.
When you is gone, nobody's gonna bring you back here once you is dead.
Good evening.
Master, please be careful.
What is it?
You nearly stepped on my dinner.
Bon appetit.
I heard a rooster crow.
A rooster in New York City?
I cannot believe what I'm hearing.
It's him!
Yeah, or a rock group.
The second way to kill a vampire, Count. 3 silver bullets through the heart.
No, Rosenberg. That is a werewolf.
Really? Are you sure? I've lost her forever. He's drained all the blood out of her.
George Hamilton.
His blood in your eye.
Susan St. James. Richard Benjamin. Dick Shawn. Sherman Hemsley. Isabel Sanford. And Artie Johnson as Renfield.
Finally, after 712 years, to have someone bite me again.
Love at first bite. He has walked through centuries, untouched by time. He has seen empires rise and fall. He possesses the wisdom of the ages. Throughout eternity, no man has ever provoked such terrible fear and such haunting desire. Dracula, starring Frank Langella, with Laurence Olivier.
I am the last of my kind, descended from a conquering race. But I must warn you to take good care. If at any time my company does not please you, you will have only yourself to blame.
Oh, God, that's my poor soul.
Dracula, the story of the greatest lover who ever lived, died, and lived again.
Sacrilege!
Dracula.
All sorts of evil spirits are set loose. People disappear without a trace.
Last night, after a tiresome journey, I finally reached my destination, the castle of Count Dracula.
Seems burdened with a curse. One sailor and our cook have disappeared without a trace.
Nosferatu, the vampire. Coming from 20th Century Fox. Nosferatu, the vampire. A film unlike any Dracula film ever made. Nosferatu, the vampire.
Gentlemen, do you see these file folders? Discipline reports. Lots of them.
You see, sir, we kind of have this monster club.
Monsters are not real.
You guys missed it! Oh, okay. Rudy saved my life.
Yeah, what the hell's Monster Squad?
It's us. We're the Monster Squad.
Good and evil are in constant flux back and forth. Only once every 100 years are these forces balanced.
And what about the amulet?
At the stroke of midnight, the amulet becomes vulnerable. And at that moment, it can be shattered.
There's a monster in my closet.
Ooh, scary monster!
And there is no one to stop us!
I think there's monsters, like real ones. He was a werewolf. Mummy disappeared from the museum tonight. And guys, Dracula might be here too.
Here occurred the frightening and shocking history of Prince Dracula and the woman he loved.
I have crossed oceans of time to find you.
Ja, Dracula.
There's a sinister, darker side to him I find irresistible. I have never met any man with such a passion for life. He is unlike any man. What are you?
Vampires do exist. This one we fight, this one we face, can take on many forms. He is both young and old. He can appear as mist, as vapor, as the fog. And he can vanish at will.
My love.
The power of his evil desire has no end.
You've got to go to him. And you've got to love him.
She is a willing recruit and devoted disciple. She is the devil's concubine.
Join me in eternal life.
Your salvation is his destruction.
I want to be what you are. I want to see what you see. I want to love what you love.
Take me away from all this death.
Make no mistake, he must be stopped.
This is the frightening and shocking tale of Count Dracula. Vampires do exist. This one we face is unlike any other. He can change the most innocent of humans.
Oh, Jonathan, let me kiss you.
But Lucy, I'm British.
So are these.
Women are rendered powerless under his spell.
Stand up. Not you. Sit. You stand. No, sit. No, stand. Now, walk to the terrace door. Watch out!
His evil desire has no end.
She's alive?
She's Nosferatu.
She's Italian? Up there!
Make no mistake, he must be stopped. Leslie Nielsen, Peter McNichol, Steven Weber, Amy Yazbek, Lizette Anthony, Harvey Korman, and Mel Brooks.
If she dies, a victim of this unspeakable creature, she will become one herself.
What?
She will become one herself.
Dracula, dead and loving it.
Ah, it's good to be dead.
If true evil cannot die, is there a chance that it can forever be contained?
Passcode decrypted, accessing, security shutting down, cracked.
For centuries, a secret has been buried beneath the streets of London.
You don't build this kind of security without a gold mine to hide.
Something ageless.
What the hell is that?
The Holy Grail, the Golden Fleece, the crown jewels, whatever it is, it's inside.
Something powerful. Something beyond your deepest fears.
What has happened in there?
He is Rathesto.
Who?
Dracula. Not myth, he's real. I assure you.
I don't want to die.
There are worse things than death.
So you haven't told me your name?
We're all so much more complicated than our names.
secret to eternal life has been discovered. A seductive power they cannot resist.
$30 million for the secret of eternal life.
A betrayer. Now, 6 friends bound by a secret, and 1 man driven by an obsession.
Tell them I'm coming.
Will all confront the darkest evil the world has ever known.
Get the blood off!
How sick is that?
Bless me, Father, for I have sinned.
Van Helsing! You murderer!
Why can't you tell the world I work for you?
Because we do not exist.
My life, my job, my curse is to vanquish evil.
We need you to go to the east, to the far side of Romania, a land that is home to legendary creatures.
I see the Wolfman hasn't killed you yet.
Don't worry, he's getting to it.
Lorded over by Count Dracula.
It is a place where nightmares come to life.
Van Helsing.
He's the first one to kill a vampire in over 100 years. I'd say that's earned him a drink.
Now, a man without a past
Do you have any family, Mr. Van Helsing?
I hope to find out someday. It's what keeps me going.
will face an enemy that never dies.
In 1462, Dracula was banished to an icy fortress.
And then the devil gave him wings.
And uncover a secret he never imagined.
Castle Dracula.
Hello, Gabriel. We have such history, you and I.
How do you know me?
From the director of The Mummy and The Mummy Returns.
Oh my God.
Hugh Jackman. Kate Beckinsale.
How do I kill him?
No one knows how to kill Dracula.
If you're late, run like hell. Don't be late.
Van Helsing, a film by Stephen Sommers.
The Count is always very attentive to his guests.
Girls of her age have a tendency to be a bit too forward. The creature is not human. It is a vampire. They sometimes transform their victims. It gives them extreme power.
How can you defeat a monster like that?
There are ways.
You do not know what he is capable of! He is evil! Do you hear me, Van Helsing? Evil!
In the name of God, I command you, go back!
My father was a great man. A hero, so they say. Sometimes the world doesn't need another hero. Sometimes what it needs is a monster.
My prince.
I've missed you.
Something troubles you.
Spartan is preparing for battle and requires 1,000 boys for his army, including your son.
Run to your mother.
Look away!
You can't protect us.
I'll find a way.
I have been waiting an eternity for a man of your strength to arrive.
Welcome to your life.
What is it you are seeking?
I want the power to destroy my enemies and save my family.
There's no turning back.
Drink Dracula.
Welcome to your life. What's happening to you?
I'm the thing men fear, not a ghost. Something else.
There's a room where the light won't find you.
I see the devil inside him!
Walls come tumbling down.
Do you think you are alive because you can fight?
You are alive because of what I did to save you!
The world.
Never forget who I am.
Sorry to interrupt. Are you okay? I need to get out of a toxic relationship.
Why don't you start by telling us what brought you here?
My boss, he's different.
You can't get him out of your head.
No.
I need your assistance.
I'm coming, Master!
Oh, you feel like he could destroy you with the snap of his fingers.
Wouldn't even need to snap. Okay.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, what?
Renfield, bring in innocent victims. I want a handful of nuns, a busload of cheerleaders.
And I just want a normal life again. But this modern world is a dangerous place.
Thank you. You saved my life. Did I watch you cut a guy with a decorative serving platter?
It's all in the wrist. Let me explain. My boss gave me this power. In return, I tend to his needs, including care, feeding.
You bring in people to eat? You're like the guy that gets the villain's Postmates.
But if you were to stop focusing on his needs, what would happen?
He won't grow to full power.
Exactly. He won't grow to full power. What? That's so weird. Why would you phrase it like that? But yes. Hi. Are you here for the meeting? Well, come on.
No! Some call me the Dark One. Others, the Lord of Death. To most, I am Dracula.
Okay, obviously we're dealing with a little bit more than just narcissism here.
Now, let's eat. Evil is on board. Powerful evil.
We call him Dracula.
The Demeter, on charter from Romania to London. Shipping private crates. Contents unknown. Out at sea, with no land in sight.
This here is Clemens. He's a doctor.
You dress like a learned man.
University of Cambridge. I know my way around the boat.
Our charter has agreed to pay a bonus for timely arrival in London.
Let me show you the ship.
This here is Huckleberry. We don't come with like this to give the ewes clear.
The meat is a fine belt, no doubt.
Something ripped apart the animals.
All the livestock?
This looks like a bite.
Search the ship. Everywhere. Evil is on board. Powerful evil.
In the night, it drinks our blood. He is here. We call him Dracula.
He's coming!
Did you see the size of that bloody thing?
I'm gonna kill the cursed thing.
He is on this ship, which means that we will never leave it.
The devil is real. May God have mercy on us all.
Come to me. Come to me. Hear my call. Come to me. Professor, my dreams grow darker. Does evil come from within us or from beyond?
He is coming.
He is coming.
He is coming to us.
He's coming.
Who is coming to you, my child? We are here encountering the vampire.